The ship crashed hard metal screaming. Fire swallowing the sky. Major Celia Rourke slammed into the cold ground as alarms howled and bodies hit dirt around her. She tore off the cracked helmet, gasping for air thick with smoke and ash. Trees towered above her, wrong and twisted like they had eyes. This wasn't a rescue mission. It was a death sentence. 2 days ago, Earth called them dangerous minds, exiles with no future. They were told Virex was a second chance. But no one mentioned storms made of fire, vines that moved like snakes, or a planet that seemed to. Watch them. 17 were alive. 53 were gone. No food, no weapons. No signal. Celia rose, blood running down her face. "We survive," she said, "or we die fast." Then a low hum rumbled beneath the dirt. The ground vibrated. Something huge moved below something old. Behind her, Dr. Vale whispered, "We shouldn't have come here." Celia's eyes locked on the jungle. "We didn't come," she said coldly. "We were thrown." And Virex had just woken up. By the 3rd day, Virex had taken 5 more lives. One man wandered too far. The jungle swallowed him. Another drank from a clear stream. He screamed as his insides boiled. Even the wind seemed sharp, carrying spores that burned skin and eyes. Major Rourke stood at the edge of camp, staring at the twisted trees. "This place isn't just dangerous," she said. "It's angry." Dr. Vale knelt by a sample pod, holding a glowing leaf with trembling fingers. "This plant shouldn't be alive. It has no chlorophyll. It feeds on decay." Nearby, the mute engineer Thomas had built a basic perimeter with electrified poles made from crashed debris. It wasn't much, but it gave the group a tiny breath of safety. Then came the whispers. Rika, a former alien code specialist, froze while mapping a cave. Her eyes widened. "Voices," she whispered, "below the ground." "What voices?" Rourke asked. "They're asking questions." That night, something touched the camp's barrier. The power flickered. And for 1 second, everything went silent, like the planet itself was holding its breath. Virex wasn't dead. It was listening. Thomas never spoke. But he understood machines like they spoke to him. While searching the edge of a collapsed valley, he found it half buried under black stone and moss. A tower, not built by humans, not natural either. It pulsed once when he touched it. They called it the Spire. Celia, Rika, and Dr. Vale arrived minutes later. Vale stared in shock. "This isn't architecture," he said. "It's alive." Rika reached for the surface and gasped. Symbols lit up, glowing deep red. She translated one. Just one. "Welcome." Then the ground cracked. The moss peeled back. A circular chamber opened like a mechanical flower, and inside it an empty seat, shaped for something not entirely human. The jungle froze. Not a breeze, not a bird. Celia stepped forward. Against every warning, every instinct, she sat. Responded. Light shot upward, cutting the sky. The jungle bowed. The winds shifted. Every tree leaned toward her. "She's controlling it," Rika whispered. "Or it's controlling her." Celia opened her eyes. They were glowing. Virex had made a choice, and Celia Rourke was now its voice. They feared her, even her own people. After Celia connected with the Spire, strange things started happening. The storms paused over their camp. The deadly plants pulled back. Animals that once hunted them now circled the camp and waited. Like guards. Rourke didn't speak much, but her eyes, glowing faint blue, now saw everything. That's when Blake, an ex-mercenary, made his move. He gathered 10 survivors, whispered lies. Said Rourke was becoming something else. Said the Spire had infected her. That night, they rushed the tower with stolen weapons. The jungle reacted first. Thick roots tore from the ground and wrapped around Blake's squad. One man fired. The bullet never hit. The air itself swallowed it. Rourke stepped from the spire, calm, deadly. "You don't understand," she said. "This planet isn't fighting me. It's protecting me." Blake screamed as vines crushed his leg. "You're a monster." Rourke didn't flinch. "No," she said. "I'm its shield." The survivors watched in silence as the jungle returned to peace. From that day on, no one questioned who ruled. Virex, the spire opened its mind to her. Not words, visions. Celia saw blueprints drawn in light, not for weapons, not for war, for cities, towers shaped from stone and vine, power lines made from living roots, a fusion of nature and machine. Virex wasn't just alive, it was a builder. It wanted something. Dr. Vale studied the plans and shook his head. "This isn't alien tech," he said. "Evolution. It's teaching us to live with the planet, not on top of it." Tomies, silent as always, used the spire's energy. To power tools from crashed debris, they built wind towers, clean water systems, even defense rings made from jungle metal. People began to believe again. Not just in survival, but in a future. But Rika was uneasy. She decoded more of the spire's signals. One repeated pattern chilled her. "Test in progress. Awaiting full integration." "What test?" she asked the spire aloud. It pulsed once. Celia looked at her, calm but distant. "We're not just rebuilding," she said. "We're being judged." Virex had given them tools for a new world, but it still hadn't revealed the cost. They were supposed to be dead. All of them, forgotten, but now Earth was watching. The signal left Virex 2 weeks ago, encoded in light and pulsing with strange energy. Rourke sent it from the spire, a message across space. "We're alive. Virex is awakening. We are not alone." It reached an orbital listening station above Mars. Within hours, Earth Authority went into silence mode. A black ship, ESV Judgment, was launched from Lunar Command. Orders: contain the anomaly. Eliminate threats. Back on Virex, the survivors cheered. They thought rescue was coming. But Rourke's face was hard. "No. Earth won't save us. They'll try to erase us." Dr. Vale agreed. "We were never meant to live. And now we've built something stronger than they control." Tomes upgraded the jungle perimeter with Virex tech drones. Rika decoded and intercepted transmission. One word echoed in the code: cleanse. Celia stood atop the spire, watching. "The stars. Let them come," she said. "We're not the same people they exiled." Earth was coming, but they'd find a world reborn and a new kind of human waiting. The sky tore open. SV Judgment dropped through the clouds like a falling god. Black steel, armed with plasma cannons, and carrying Earth's elite, the Titan Guard. They sent a message: stand down. Surrender the spire. Celia didn't answer. She stood on the ridge, wind tearing through her hair, eyes glowing like Virex's sun. Behind her, the jungle began to move. The ship fired. Missiles roared toward the city, but never landed. Vines shot up like spears, wrapping the warheads mid-air. Lightning burst from the spire, ripping one of the gunships from the sky. Then came silence. Rourke raised her hand. The trees opened, and Virex's hidden army revealed itself, beasts of root and stone, metal-grown wolves, and towering sentient constructs, all of them born from the planet's will. All of them answering to her. The Titan Guard never stood a chance. Within minutes, they were gone, swallowed by jungle, armor torn, screams fading into vines. Dr. Vale watched, stunned. They didn't fight back. They were erased. Celia turned, her voice calm. Earth sent warriors. She looked at the spire behind her. We sent a planet. Deep beneath the jungle floor, Celia found it, a crown unlike any she had seen. Made of black crystal and glowing veins, it pulsed with life. When she touched it, a surge raced through her body. Her eyes flared brighter, and her strength grew. Dr. Vale stared, breathless. This crown, It's a relic from Virex's past rulers. They were not human. Celia felt power flow through her veins, speed, senses sharper than ever, and a connection to the planet's core. The jungle obeyed her every thought, but with power came change. Her skin shimmered faintly under moonlight. Her heartbeat sensed with the planet's pulse. The survivors whispered her new name, Queen of Virex. Rourke stood on a cliff, looking at the stars. Earth was still out there, watching and waiting. She knew one thing for sure. This crown was a promise and a warning. The planet had chosen its queen, and now, Celia was no longer just human. She was something far greater, a living link between Earth and the dead world that thrived. Earth was not done. The ECV Dominion arrived twice the size, armed with lasers, plasma bombs, and warships shaped like predators from Nightmare. Their orders were clear: destroy Virex, erase the Exiles. Celia stood at the spire's top, feeling the pulse beneath her feet. "We don't wait anymore," she said. She gave the command. The jungle came alive, ships crafted from living wood and metal, powered by the spire's energy, launched like arrows into the void. They struck Earth's orbit first, destroying communication, satellites, and weapon platforms. Next, Virex's forces hit the lunar colonies, fast and brutal. Earth scrambled, but the planet's new children were stronger than anyone expected. Dr. Vale watched as ancient Virex technology merged with human skill. "They're not just survivors," he said. "They're an empire rising." Celia looked at the stars burning red. "We're no longer victims. We're the hunters." The battle for the stars had begun. And Earth was the target. The green skies of Virex glowed as massive ships rose from the jungle city. Celia stood on the bridge of the largest vessel, the Virex Prime, eyes glowing with power. She spoke to Earth, not with weapons but with words. "You left us to die. You sent us to a dead planet." Her voice was calm but filled with fire. "Now we rise. We offer you a choice: join us or be left behind." Earth's leaders trembled. As the message spread, some begged for peace. Others prepared for war. Behind Celia, her people, once exiles, stood tall. They had built a new world, a new future. The spire hummed, alive and watching. "We decide who will live among the stars," Celia said. The ships launched toward Earth, carrying the future of humanity and something more: power, unity, and hope. Born from the ashes of death, the age of exile was over. The age of Virex had begun.